Hello, everyone. Welcome to Math 10-3 and the website for Math 10-3. My name is Darcy Bloom, and I am the virtual teacher for this course. I just want to take a few moments to go over, the main components of the course, an overview of the workspace that the learning will take place in, and how the marks and assessment will be broken down. Math 10-3 is designed to provide students with the mathematical understandings and critical thinking skills identified for entry into the majority of trades and for direct entry into the workforce. Please allow me to be clear that Math 10-3 is significantly different than Math 10C. Please ensure with your teacher that you are in the correct course because where Math 10-3 goes in grade 11 and 12 is very much different than where Math 10C goes. So please ensure that you are in the correct grade 10 math course. Math 10C is composed of 4 main units. I do want to be clear here, though, that 2 of these units I found to be a little bit more daunting and larger than the others. So what I have done is I've broken them into 2 portions or 2 sections. So Unit 1, Pricing and Income, has been broken into 2 parts. Unit 2, which is Measurement, has also been broken down into 2 parts. Unit 3 is Angles and Similarity, and Unit 4 is Trigonometry. End of the day, many of these lessons you will find familiar because many of these topics, concepts, lessons have been covered in earlier grades, specifically or essentially junior high. So in many of these cases, you will come across these lessons, and I believe you will recognize what is being delivered to you. Lessons. Student learning throughout Math 10-3 is primarily based on video lessons. Students will be required to watch numerous instructional videos that will present required theory, calculations, and concepts. After you've gone through the lesson, you will have a chance to practice your skills on practice activities, worksheets, assignments, and then of course we'll move on to quizzes and exams. What I have done here, just to make life a little bit easier, I have posted 2 example lessons that you would come across in this course. One is from Unit 1, Income, and I'm basically on money math per se, and the second one is from Unit 4. It's Pythagorean Theorem, but it's basically from the Trigonometry unit. What I do want to do, though, is take a quick look at what does it look like when you're working in this course. So I'm going to switch tabs here. This essentially is what we call a workspace. This is what you'll be using throughout the course. Each unit has one of these workspaces, and it is broken down into 3 columns. You have a goals column, which will tell you essentially what you're learning and how to use a workspace very much in depth. Then you will have a resource column. In this column, that is where you will find the videos that you will use to learn from. They go up and down this column here. The third column is the evidence column. In the evidence column, this is where you will find your assignments, your practice homework, your worksheets, along with your quizzes, your unit exams, etc. Essentially, the flow of how this works is the same for each unit, each workspace. You'll have goals, then you'll go on to your resources where you will find your lessons per se, and then you will move on to the right-hand side and you will find the associated worksheets, quizzes, exams, etc. Very straightforward. If I switch back to the website, I just want to talk about assessment for a second. The way assessment works in this course certainly is going to be up to the teacher that is overseeing your progress. What I have done, though, is I have added a course outline that I would maybe use in my course if I was teaching you directly. I will shift to that screen now. I just wanted to state that, again, that we have 4 units of study, but as you can see, 2 of the units of study have been broken down into 2 parts. So when you come into the course, you actually will see 6 workspaces. There will be 2 workspaces for Unit 1, 2 for Unit 2, and then 1 here and 1 here. How do we get your final mark in this course? The final mark in this course is not evenly shared per unit. I will have to change that to Unit 1, but Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4 are not equally divided, so 20%, 20%, 10%, and 20%. Your final exam is 30%. Next, what I want to look at is, well, how are we going to actually get your marks within a specific unit? How would I figure out your mark for Unit 1, for example? Well, your mark will be based on your quizzes and your unit examinations, not on your individual worksheets or practice sheets. I want to go back to the website here one last time. To the website. And I talk about here the formative and summative assessment. And let me be clear, again, I know there are going to be many assignments for this course, but not all of them are going to be used to calculate your final mark. One thing here is some of your worksheets are based on formative assessment and some are based on summative assessment. Some of your worksheets are designed to help you learn, to allow you to practice, to get better, to improve. Summative assessments, which would be your quizzes and your unit exams, those take place after a period of learning, and those will be used to calculate your final marks. So again, many of your worksheets, although you must complete them, you have to do them, you can't just skip them, you will have them marked in the sense that you'll know what you got right, what you got wrong, how to improve, but they will not be used to calculate your final score. Summative assessments, such as your quizzes and unit exams, they will be used to determine your final overall score. So again, just so you know, there is a bit of a difference in how your score will be calculated in this course. So I guess finally we could look at the required course material, pretty straightforward, a scientific calculator or online version, and access to a geometry set, which again, most of this I assume could probably be found in your school. Math 10-3 is a very, very useful course. If there's one thing I could say, you will find the information and content that you use useful in your life. Many times as I've been a teacher, people have asked me, well, when will I use this? When will this be useful to me? Well, I can safely say that the content and knowledge that you are using will be beneficial to you in everyday life. End of the day, I hope you enjoy Math 10-3, and I really, really hope you excel at it. Please work hard. The practice, all the worksheets and practice I've given you are there to help you really solidify and build your skills. Best of luck, and I hope you enjoy the course.